The Cobra is one of the most protected finishers of all time. You laugh, but it's true. Was that an intentional decision?
No, I think it's where it kind of was originally in the roster. It wasn't like super, main event guys. The only person ever kicked out of it once with the sleeve was Daniel Bryan, and one person kicked out of it without the sleeve, and that was Sheamus, and that was it. So when you factor in all the live events, yeah, it's like 99.9%. If I've done 1,000 Cobras, like 2 guys kicked out. I've probably done 2,000 Cobras maybe, and 2 guys kicked out. So.
And when you think about it, like how many people have kicked out of the Tombstone or the Stunner or the Rock Bottom or the Pedigree or whatever it happens to be, the Cobra is like right up there near the top of the list.
Statistically, yeah, it's up there. And the beauty, I was talking to someone last week, I can do it forever. I'm 80 years old. I can show up somewhere and poke someone with it, and I can do it to any size person as long as I can reach. I don't know about almost.
Sure. Jump.
I gotta get a milk crate or something.
Sure, jump.
And but yeah, I can do it to anybody, and I can do it for quite some time, and it's safe.
What's the story behind loading up the Cobra?
Oh man! So when I was in Japan, there was a friend of the. I think he may have been a partner in the original Battle Arts. We were having some drinks after a show in the bar, and he just showed me this thing where he just transformed his arm into like this puppet. And he'd do the whole thing, he'd turn it, and then do this. He had a thing here. His was a little different. He had this little joystick thing. And I didn't even understand, because he didn't speak English. So I'm like, what is that? He goes, it's just a funny thing he does. And he always asked me, like, you try it, and I tried. He's like, no. He'd do it again, and try it. And then I didn't see him for like a few months, and we got together after another show, and he's like, do you remember the thing? And he showed me again, and that was it. And that was it for like 5 years. And then I think I was in Atlanta, Georgia on a live event. And I can't remember if it was Chavo or Carlito, but I was, going to do a comeback. And in the middle of my comeback, it was like, wah, 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 Cobra, hit it. He turns away into a schoolboy. And that's what it was for a few months. I do it on live events only. And then I think William Regal one time was the first one to kind of bump off it. And that was like, and stayed down for the cover. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's like a finisher now because people are laying down for it. And then one day I was against Zack Ryder, and we were on like Superstars, and our agent was Ricky Steamboat. And he's like, you're going to go over with the Cobra tonight. I'm like, the Cobra? And he goes, yeah, Vince wants to see the Cobra. And I'm like, how does he even know about the Cobra? And he goes, he reads the reports from the live events. The producers have to write reports. And I go, okay. So anyway, I did it. And I swear I feel like 3 weeks. And Al Snow even said that before, like the memory. You can program an audience in like 3 weeks. And after like 3 weeks, I'd stop and look around, and they would jump up. I'm like, for the Cobra? I go, okay. And and they loved it for some reason. It was almost like beyond my comprehension. Why? It's funny, but it's not that funny. But they loved it. And then that's it. The Cobra was here for quite some time. And then we introduced the merchandise.
Yeah, how long did that take?
I think I did the Cobra without the sleeve for like a year or two. Yeah, and then I remember incorrectly calculating all the money I was going to get from all these residuals. I'm like, that's $1,000 a day. And then, it was $1,000 a day.
How much do you get on one sleeve? How much?
Oh man, I think it was like 4 cents or something.
4 cents.
Because we'd sell they bring 400 to a venue, they'd sell out.
Sure.
So I'm thinking it was like, I thought it was like 250 or something. So I'm like, it's $1,000 a day, okay?
Right, sure.
25%. And it was like 4% or something. So it's still a couple of $100, but it didn't add up to what I thought it was going to be.
But what a great piece of merch.
Oh, even so now, like I get them made myself, and they're inexpensive. They're small. Like at Mania, I had a bag of, 100 Cobras, and everyone. Some people sell T-shirts and other merchandise, and they got to pack like large bags.
Yeah,
I can like a little backpack, put like 100 Cobras in there.
They also got to bring all the sizes: small, medium, large,
right.
XL, 2X. You got one size fits all.
One size fits all. And it's inexpensive to make and relatively. and it has to be shipped from overseas and all that stuff. But I could definitely travel with them pretty easily.